In the heart of West Africa, two nations are moving in radically different directions, and the contrast couldn't be more revealing. On one side, Burkina Faso, under revolutionary leadership of Captain Ibrahim Traoré, is shaking off dependency and carving a bold new path for African sovereignty and self-sufficiency. On the other, Togo, once considered a beacon of gradual reform, is now the subject of growing concern after a sudden constitutional overhaul that critics say deepens autocracy. It's not just about two countries, it's about which future the region will choose. When Captain Ibrahim Traoré rose to power in 2022, many saw him as just another soldier in fatigues. But Traoré has since defied expectations by launching a far-reaching national transformation agenda that is catching the attention of Pan-Africanists and ordinary citizens across the continent. Rather than rely on foreign donors or external validation, Burkina Faso is rewriting its development playbook. Through this power, and Traoré knows it, his government has committed millions into reclaiming farmland, providing tools, seeds, and training for farmers. The goal is clear: achieve food sovereignty and end reliance on costly imports, especially wheat and rice. Using local materials, solar technology, and indigenous knowledge, Burkina Faso is building eco-friendly villages that are both sustainable and socially empowering. These communities promote cooperative farming, clean water access, and energy independence, offering a model for decentralized development. Rather than wait for foreign investors, Burkina Faso is building solar plants and rural microgrids, training local engineers, and slowly but surely cutting ties with foreign energy providers. This not only lights up homes but empowers entire regions with self-generated electricity. Amid persistent threats from terrorism, Traoré's government has launched the Volunteers for the Defense of the Homeland (VDP), a citizen-driven security force trained to protect their own communities. This model rejects foreign military boots in favor of grassroots resilience and national dignity. For decades, Burkina Faso's gold benefited everyone except Burkinabés, and that's changing. The state is renegotiating mining contracts and is taking steps to regain sovereign control over its gold reserves, signaling a decisive break from neo-colonial exploitation. And these moves aren't just policy tweaks, they represent a paradigm shift. Traoré's vision is rooted in Pan-African ideals, drawing inspiration from leaders like Thomas Sankara. It's no wonder many across the continent now view Burkina Faso as a revolutionary laboratory for African-led development. Meanwhile, Togo is drawing global attention not for innovation but what many are calling a dangerous backslide into authoritarianism. On the 29th of April 2024, the Togolese parliament, dominated by President Faure Gnassingbé's party, adopted a new constitution that eliminates direct presidential elections. And under this system, the president will now be selected by lawmakers and not the people. The implications are seismic. To many, this is the final blow to democratic aspirations in a country where Gnassingbé's family has ruled for nearly 60 years. Faure Gnassingbé took over from his father, General Eyadima Gnassingbé, in 2005. And despite promises of reform, his administration has repeatedly extended term limits and tightened its grip on power. Civil society groups, youth movements, and opposition leaders have denounced the move as a constitutional coup, fearing that it paves the way for lifelong rule under the veneer of legality. Protests have erupted in major cities, met with a familiar response: arrests, intimidation, and internet restrictions. Togo's shifts stand in stark contrast to Burkina Faso's grassroots empowerment. While Traoré is decentralizing decision-making and redistributing resources, Faure appears to be centralizing power and rewriting the rules to serve a political dynasty. The contrast between Burkina Faso and Togo is not just striking, it's symbolic of a broader ideology tug of war unfolding across West Africa. On one side are leaders like Ibrahim Traoré from Burkina Faso, Assimi Goïta from Mali, Abdourahmane Tiani from Niger, who despite coming to power through military means are challenging neo-colonial structures, rejecting foreign interference, and investing in local empowerment. On the other side are civilian-led regimes that claim democratic legitimacy, but whose actions often undermine basic democratic principles using constitutional manipulation and military support from foreign allies to entrench their rule. This isn't just a battle for power, it is a battle for the soul of African governance. And as Burkina Faso inspires hope through action and innovation, Togo is sounding alarms over political regression. Together, these stories reveal the stark choices facing West Africa today: liberation or stagnation, people-centered reform or elite consolidation. For citizens across the region, the question is becoming urgent. Do we follow the bold experiments of sovereignty and sustainability, or do we accept the recycled politics of control and dynasty? The road ahead will not be easy, but one thing is clear: West Africa stands at a crossroads. We've come to the end of this edition of Let's Talk Politics. Please drop your views and your comments in the comment section. Don't forget to like this video and stay tuned for more editions. See you in the next episode.